Alright, what's good YouTube? Your boy Abizir here. We are going to do a store door today. This time I'm going to do a store door number 3. It's called the Banquet and it's located on the garden terrace of the castle. So as you can see here, we are already around this place. So if you do have the castle hall unlocked, you can get to this place a lot faster. Just click Castle Hall, and right now we're in front of the castle. When I go in here, it's gonna be Castle Hall. So once you get to Castle Hall, you want to go upstairs and go to the right. There's a monster here, you can just go past him. And it's also to the right over here, and there it is. So for this store door, we need 2 characters, Joshua and Kloe. So bring to me the boy with the eyes of amber, and the princess with indomitable will. Only then shall the door open. And also, I think you do get 3,500 Mira and a sit-down dish. Hopefully something nice. I shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing. Breaking news. Liberal News Special Issue, The Flying City Falls, Liberal is safe once more. Glory to the young bracers who saved us all from crisis. Okay, the Liberal collapses. The Enigma object gone in a flash. The mysterious structure that appeared last month over Valier Lake disappeared as suddenly as it came, collapsing loudly in a giant mountain of rubble into the lake. Right? Many of our readers may have witnessed the moment for themselves, but it seems that it was visible not only from Liberal, but from the southern edge of the Empire and from Calvord as well. A small minority argued that the structure may have been a new weapon belonging to the Royal Army, but this turn of events seems to conclusively rule out that possibility. The collapse of the Liberal Arc also caused a 2-arch high tsunami around the edges of the lake, but so far there have been no reports of serious injuries, fatalities, or missing persons as a result of this. Oh, there was a tsunami. We didn't actually witness that, but this was all going on in the background, like right after the second game. Interesting. Lots of lore here. Pretty neat stuff. The worst that seems to have happened. The worst that seems to have been reported is the number of unfortunate fishermen who were unable to escape in time, getting covered in water. What was the Liberal Arc? According to an investigation by the Royal Guard and the Praetor Guild, it was a flying city from ancient Zumerian times. How exactly it came to be above Valier Lake to begin with, or what it caused, and what caused it to collapse remains to be confirmed. But it appears to be without a doubt that the international crime syndicate known as the Society was somehow involved. While this has yet to be officially confirmed, reports suggest that an investigation team in the city encountered a group of Crimson soldiers there, supporting the above theory. This place is just one mystery right after another, but we can't let those guys get away with any more than that they already have, said a member of the team. Furthermore, Size Central Factory and the Royal Army are planning to continue investigating Liberal Arc to this end and will be launching a combined salvage operation. Okay. More lore stuff. Recovering from the shutdown around the time of the Liberal Arc's collapse, the orbital shutdown phenomena that tormented the whole of the country finally ceased. As a result, many now believe that the city caused that phenomena. Not a conclusive proof of this has been established, and we can only await for further research into the issue. thoughts, orbital shutdown phenomena, the chaos that was created as a result has been sobering reminder of just how dependent all of us are on orbits in our daily lives. Perhaps something similar may never happen again, but this is still a good opportunity to reflect on just how much we owe to the orbits, and perhaps to try and reduce our reliance on them. Interesting dynamic there. So, it's going on like there's always a continuous theme on technology in this game. Very interesting. Politics. Okay, so this is probably another topic, right? Might as well read it, I guess. Crown Princess Claudia has been busy. As previously reported, Her Highness Princess Claudia is now this nation's crown princess. As a result, we will be referring to her as such in the publications moving forward. Crown Princess Claudia wasted no time after assuming her position in meeting with Prince Olivert of the Erebonian Empire, and together they reconfirmed our two nations' relationship with one another. After the discussions, they both boarded the Arsail together. It's widely expected that this meeting will contribute to ensuring peaceful relations with Erebonia in the future. In addition, the pair plan to both be in attendance at the upcoming banquet to be held at Granso Castle. We will bring you all the latest stuff on time. Yep, okay. So this was supposed to happen before the whole Phantasma thing, right? Closing thoughts, as you all know, our homeland of Liberal has fallen victim to a vast number of calamities over the past year. There was the coup d'electe, the bizarre change at the Tetrasilic Towers, coming under the assault of an ancient dragon, our capital being attacked, and finally the Liberarch's appearance, as already discussed in this very issue. What you may not know, however, is that there is a group of young men and women who were involved in the resolution of all these crises, their steel-like will and unyielding determination leading them to their conclusions. If not for them, these crises may not have been resolved or taken a turn for the worse. I would like to take this opportunity to thank them for all they have done for us. Thank you. You are truly this nation's great hope. They're referring to the bracers, probably. I would assume.
What's taking you so long, Dorothy? Get a move on. I'm gonna leave you behind.
Wait for me.
No time for waiting. If we take this much longer, the banquet's going to start without us. We're talking about a big celebration held by the Queen here. Being late isn't an option.
But I'm so hungry.
Damn, girl, you hungry for sure now.
I can't walk another step.
I have a horrible feeling I know what's going on here. You skipped lunch so you could eat more at the banquet, didn't you?
I didn't even eat breakfast. I haven't eaten a thing since yesterday. Going 30 hours without eating is making me feel all kinds of lightheaded.
What the hell were you thinking?
I can't move. Carry me.
Hell no.
And he does it anyways, right? He's a nice guy, bro. He's cool.
Come on. We're going. There's no way we can miss an occasion like this. There's gonna be ADOs know how many famous people there. First on the agenda is snapping a photo of Her Majesty and the Crown Princess, and then...
Huh? This actually isn't so bad.
Is he dragging her? It looks like he's dragging her, right? Not really. Not really giving her a piggyback. Oh, everyone's here. But thanks to the efforts of everyone here and many others, all is well. That's Queen Alicia, right?
This humble banquet is intended to be an occasion to celebrate that fact, as well as to honor all those who contributed to making it a reality. If you would, Claudia. Of course. All those invited to today's parties contributed in a way or another to protecting the peace of Liberal by ending the peril we were faced with. Whether it was extending a helping hand to those in need or working to fight off the threats that instilled fear in the hearts of our people. As this country's future monarch, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you all very much. Alright.
Holding this party is nothing compared to all that you have done, but...
Oh, we just made it.
Phew! We're finally here. Food! Someone give me food!
The hell are you doing? Eating can wait. You got pictures to take. The Crown Princess speech might be finishing soon.
Oh, okay. Well, I do hope you will all enjoy your time here all the same.
I'm sure you are all busy men and women burdened by a great many responsibilities and concerns. But today I would ask that you all cast those aside in order to rest, relax, and enjoy yourselves. The food on offer here is some of the finest in Liberal, so by all means, partake until you can no more, right? And may the goddess bless this nation.
Kloe really is something else, huh? I'm not sure if I could dress super nice, get up in front of a crowd like this, and make a speech the way she just did.
Yeah, she is. She said she wasn't feeling confident about how she did do as a crown princess before. But from where I'm standing, she's doing just fine.
Seeing her is making me kinda jealous though. I wish I could pull off fancy dresses the way she does.
I guess Estelle is sort of like a tomboy.
You've got something to say, mister?
Oh, it's nothing. You're just not all that girly most of the time, so it always takes me by surprise when you suddenly are.
What do you mean? I'm not girly. Sure, lately we've been so busy with helping Liberal back in shape, so I haven't even had time to go back home. But that doesn't mean I don't want to wear a pretty dress or something once in a while, you know.
I know. Still, it really is surprising just how much you've grown even in these past few weeks.
I have.
Well, it's been pretty tough running up and down the country so much, but you've kept up with ease. There you go. And with your judgments as a bracer are getting more spot on with every decision you make. Fancy dress or not, I think you're a pretty wonderful person, Estelle.
I don't know why, but it's weird hearing you pull on the compliments so much. But what can I say? I'm glad that things seems to have finally calmed down a bit on the work front these past few days. The capital might not be entirely the way it was, but it's getting there. I think we can finally afford to take a breather.
Yeah.
Oh look!
Everybody's here.
food.
Oh, of course. She's a gluten. Alright. Can't forget about that.
The chefs in the castle supposedly made the entire spread too.
There's no way I'm missing out on this. I didn't get to enjoy the food back during the birthday festivities, so now's my time to pick out big time. Yeah, I'm gonna eat until I barf. Stay right here, okay, Joshua? I'm gonna go scoop out the goods.
Scope out the goods. Time for some ultra violence.
She might have grown in some areas, but she's still got a way to go in others.
Hey, look. How you doing, Joshua? Estelle's not here with you?
She just went to get food a second ago, actually. Are you two here more for work than fun?
Bingo. There aren't many occasions where this many famous faces are gathering in one place. There was no way we could pass up the chance to come and score some interviews. Don't think you're getting out of here without answering some questions either. We'll get to you two later. So no going home until you've spoken to us, alright?
Alright.
Great. Next up is Crown Princess. Hop to it, Dorothy.
I can't. Go on. I need something to eat.
Damn, we gotta feed this girl. For real.
Let me have something to eat.
Not until we're done. Questions to ask, photos to take.
Why are you so mean? He's even more fired up today than usual. I wonder how Estelle's doing. So much for scoping out the food. I suppose this is as good a chance as any. I owe a lot to the people here on a personal level too. Maybe I should go around and thank them while I have the chance.
Okay, we can talk. We can walk and we can do a talk. Right? Give me a sec. How are we doing with this? There we go. Are we back? It's still a little bit laggy though. Don't know what's causing it. Oh, she's here too?
Oh, I wasn't expecting to find you here. Still, thank you very much for your support during the attack on Grandson. It really did help us all. Oh, please. I only did what I did because it was one of His Excellency's bail conditions. Make no mistake, I wouldn't have helped you. I wouldn't have helped any of you.
Any of your worthless tricks. Tracks? Okay. When she was referring to Excellency, she was talking about Richard, right? He was in prison at the time, I think.
You wouldn't think it would be so hard to accept a thank you. You were able to make it, huh, Richard?
Thanks to the Brigadier General Bright's generosity, yes. I received an official pardon from Her Majesty for my actions.
Probably for foiling the society's attack on Grandson, right? That's good news. I'm happy for you.
I wish I could say the same, but I don't feel as though I deserve to be pardoned at all. Not that the nation is at peace, but I feel this is the time I should be facing up my crimes, not having them swept under the rug.
I can't say I don't understand, but still.
Please, Joshua, you needn't look so concerned. I have no intentions of refusing Her Majesty's kindness or going against her will. I merely feel a strong desire to settle things within myself, and I fully intend on following through. This is all.
Alright, then.
We are very choppy. We are choppy. Are we not choppy anymore? No, we are still choppy. Yeah, okay, I don't think I can fix it right now. Haven't talked to like Tita for a while though. And Agate. Yeah, I haven't seen Agate for so long. Where has he been?
So, when are you coming?
Hold on! I haven't even.
Oh, Joshua.
Hey man, making the rounds?
Something like that, yeah. Anything interesting going on with you?
Sort of. I guess that he was gonna come over for dinner inside a while back. So I was just asking him when he's free.
Oh, that's right. So he did. When were you getting off the Arceo, right? When we were getting off the Arceo, right?
I didn't mean it, though. It was just one of those things you say in passing, but don't give too much thought to it. I ain't exactly swimming in free time, you know. Being a bracer's busy work. I like to go, sure, but I've got no idea if I'll actually have the time to do it.
But I've been looking forward to you coming ever since.
Okay. Let me think. Maybe the end of the month? That should be okay. I think the Friday's free, right? Think.
Really? Is that a promise?
Yeah, I guess.
Sneak.
Oh, Joshua. It's been a long time since I last saw you.
It's good to see you again too, Professor. Although, speaking of the last time, I've heard that there's a plan in motion to pull up the Liberarch from the lake and investigate it, right?
You heard that right. It'll be carried out in conjunction
With the Royal Army.
Okay, so this event happened way after. Like way before the Liberarch. Or before the salvaging, right? But what we salvaged wasn't really the Aureole or any parts of Liberarch, right? Or was it? I'm not sure. We salvaged an artifact.
That's not to say it'll be easy, of course. Valyr's Lake fairly deep, so we can't start hauling all up bits of the city all willy-nilly. So we're intending to work on making a map of the lake's bottom using solar first, which is going to take quite some time as it is.
Woof. There sure are a lot of guests today. By all means, help yourself to any of the food here. It'll all taste much better while it's still hot.
We're delighted to see you were able to attend tonight's banquet. Please do enjoy yourself. The whole garden Terrace is accessible to the guests of tonight's party. So please, don't feel restricted and do enjoy yourself. Professor's here.
Oh, you needn't worry about us. The Academy suffered no major damage as a result of what happened. I was certainly shocked to the students, but they're all back to their usual cheery selves now.
Woof. It's finally all over. It just goes to show that if we endure, the goddess will eventually extend her hand of salvation to us all. That's reassuring to know.
Poor Mr. Murdoch.
Oh, Joshua, it's been quite some time since I last saw you.
It has. I didn't know you were here, Mayor Claus.
The mayors of each of the liberal cities and the towns were invited, I believe. I'm not sure why I was when I didn't do all that much to contribute to anything, but I decided to attend nevertheless.
Nonetheless.
That's not true at all. I've heard that the food supplies that were delivered to Bose and Gransil were done so on your orders. That was particularly well received here, and we all know how dire things were at the time. You've got as much right to be here being thanked for your efforts as anyone else.
It was? Well, that's certainly a relief to hear. Thank you very much for letting me know, Joshua.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Joshua.
You too, Lila.
Have you been well? I have, thank you. Although I wish I could say the same for the mayor. She collapsed from overworking herself the other day. As such, I have no choice but to force her to take some time off. That bad? I'm afraid so. She was finally able to rest and recover enough to my satisfaction, thankfully. So she's now returned to her duties. I assure you that she's in good hands.
And Mayor Mabelli.
I'd heard the academy was actually occupied by armed assailants at one point. I was ever so worried when I first heard the news.
This is some party, isn't it? I don't think you'll find a banquet with a guest list quite like this anywhere.
I used to be a businessman, so I've been to my share of occasions like this. But I've never been to any of this many famous people in attendance.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Oh, they are invited too. Right, of course. Joseph was there before. Didn't really take notice. Is there enough food available for you? If there's anything you would like more of, please feel free to let me know.
Greetings, Joshua. I'd like to take this chance to thank you again for all your team did to thwarts Ouroboros schemes and return peace to Liberal. The debt of gratitude we owe is beyond measure.
Please, you're exaggerating, sir. We might have been the ones who entered the Liberarch, but we wouldn't have had a chance of success if we were on our own. It was only because of you, Richard, Kurt, and the others fighting on the ground that we were able to succeed.
We could certainly say the same of you, though. Although it is true that none of us could have brought about peace alone. Still, I've been wanting the chance to thank you personally for all you did. The faith we had in you to see your work through to the end was just what we needed to fight. Oh, it's you. I've heard that you've been lending a hand with the restoration efforts, in addition to all you did with the Liberarch. You have my thanks.
You're quite welcome, sir. I wasn't expecting him to thank me. I wonder if something happened.
I haven't talked to Charizard for a while too.
You two look comfortable. Oh, if it isn't Joshua, care to join us for a few drinks?
Don't be shy now. The night is only just beginning. But I want to see those exquisite amber eyes of yours swim before it comes to a close.
I'm good, thanks. Oh, come on. We're at a celebratory banquet here. Don't be such a spoil sport. Oh, I know. Why don't we have a few drinks to celebrate you becoming a senior bracer at the same time? It feels like it was ages ago, but we never did get to celebrate your promotion, only Estelle's.
Yeah, right. Went missing for a while.
Say, Sharon, about Luciola. Silly Joshua, what were you getting all worried about her for? You really needn't be.
Shira's right. Especially not now. We all have our concerns and worries after all that happened over the past few weeks and months. But this is not the time to be thinking about them. This is the time to be making merry and droning in fine wine, in fine drinks. From sunset to sunrise.
Right. I don't think there's ever a time for not making merry as far as you're concerned. He's got a point though. Oh, and while I got the chance to say this to you, no more going off on your own, you hear? You have no idea how worried Estelle was after you disappeared. I could barely bring myself to watch her. I won't. I've got no intention of doing anything like that again. I'm fine now. Well, if you say so.
Haha, that docile expression of yours is so adorable, Joshua. Don't go showing off that face too much tonight, alright?
Yeah, pretty cool. This might be a good conversation here.
Joshua.
I'm surprised to see you here, Dad. I thought you said over the phone that you wouldn't be able to attend because you were so swamped.
Oh, swamped is an understatement. Transporting goods needed to get the country back in order, making sure every area has all the utility it needs. I'm drowning in work. It's gonna take a while longer before we can say Liberal is back to normal too, I fear.
Come to think of it, Estelle and I certainly didn't expect to find soldiers even in Liberal's smaller villages. So it threw us off to see as much while we were helping out where we could. Doesn't come as a surprise if you're the one responsible though. It should go a long way towards helping people feel at ease.
It's times like these when we've got to do all we can for one another, and the army's no different. With Erebonia and Calvort's internal political situations a mystery to us, the reorganization of the army has had to be shelved for now too. Still, no matter how busy a man is, everyone needs to kick back in a while. So make sure you make the most of tonight, Joshua.
I think you need to kick back more than I do, Dad. Estelle's been pretty worried about you, you know.
Haha, there's no need to worry about me. I'm hanging in there. In fact, I just say I'm taking it too easy.
Oh, Cassius. What a bounce. Talk to everybody on the upper levels. Cowboy people.
How's it going, Joshua?
Hello, Zin. Thanks again for all your help that you've been giving with the restoration efforts. I don't know what we'd have done without you.
Oh, think nothing of it. It's all part of being a bracer, really. Can't say how much longer I'll be able to lend a helping hand, though. Gotta pack up and head back to home at some point. The political situation isn't exactly stable over there, you see.
What's happening at Calvert? That's what I want to know.
It's nice to be able to attend a banquet like this. It truly drives home the point that this nation is back at peace again. The trouble regarding the Liberal Arc and the subsequent restoration efforts have really shown me anew how capable a ruler Queen Alicia is. She handled all that's happened impeccably. If all of this has happened in the Republic, it wouldn't have been resolved anywhere near as smoothly, let me tell you.
I think I talked to you already, right?
Miss Maid, I need some food.
Oh, there's empty plates everywhere. Close to everywhere.
Good evening to you. Thank you so much for making the time to attend tonight's banquet.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. How are you feeling now after having some time to recover, Philip?
I'm feeling quite well. You're too kind. I do believe I may have overexerted myself. That's how things are once you reach a certain age. I find myself wondering whether I would have been able to do more if I were 30 years younger, but I suppose there's little point in doing so.
I wonder what he looked like 30 years ago. Nope, sorry Philip, I can't picture it.
Maybe he was a badass. That's what he looked like. He got the look of a badass.
Just a man.
Pardon?
Oh, is this the boy you were speaking of earlier? That's correct. This is Joshua. I was just telling the ambassador here about your various accomplishments, Joshua. It's an honor to finally meet you. I'm the resident Erebonia ambassador here in Liberal, David Cranach.
It's nice to meet you.
The tale of how you flew on top of that flying city, all while knowing it may be the last thing you did, brought tears to my eyes. How you were able to participate in an operation that may have brought your death, casting aside even your girlfriend's objections, I don't know. But I know this. Liberals needs more young men and women like you.
Thank you for saying so, sir. Just what has the Duke been telling him? If it isn't Joshua, I was just discussing the aftermath of the crisis here with Major Vander.
Wait a sec. Are we good? Okay, my bad. Fortunately, the Liberal Arc's collapse caused little direct damage by itself.
That might not have been the case if there had been any ships on the lake at the time, but due in part to the orbital shutdown phenomena, none were. The tsunami afterward was quite small too. I did say that we were rather fortunate. Estelle and I were able to see as much when we traveled around the lakeshore. A few people who were watching the city collapse were caught up in it, and a small number of fishermen were splashed with water, but that's about it.
Indeed, if anything, the much greater problem was the confusion that came about as a result of losing orbital power. Liberal is, after all, one of the most advanced nations on the continent when it comes to orbital technology.
Ordinarily, that is one of our greatest strengths, but in this case, it works against us. The crisis now passed, but that doesn't mean our work is done. We still have plenty ahead of us to take care of.
Right?
Screek, screek.
Well, Zeke. It's good to see you.
Scream!
With a star.
After all he did, I did say he deserves a good party as much as any human. Good evening, Your Majesty. Thank you very much for inviting me today.
Oh, not at all. I'm pleased to see you come. I've been eagerly awaiting the day that we could meet again. I hear you and Estelle has been traveling and helping with the restoration efforts.
That's correct. We both wanted to see how things were across the kingdom with our own eyes. I'm glad that we did too, because now I can finally breathe a sigh of relief. People really are strong.
That they are. I have been queen for over 40 years and the strength of liberal citizens continues to amaze me to this day. There are plenty who like to credit either my abilities as a ruler or orbital technology for this tiny nation's good fortune. But we would be nothing without its people. I wasn't the one who allowed us to overcome the recent crisis or the war 10 years ago, and neither was orbital technology. No, I believe it was the will of its people to live. That's what I believe supports our country, both then and now.
The people's will to live?
Indeed. You were graciously enough to call this country your second home, Joshua. From now on, your will to live will be another great support for this nation. As queen, it makes me happier than you can ever imagine.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Your words mean a lot to me.
If you would, Your Highness, your comment in celebration of the fact that the crisis is past now. Just nothing too formal, alright? I prefer something that brings out your bright and cheery nature.
What? You didn't like me to give a comment? Well, let's see.
Looks like she's being interviewed at the moment. I should leave her be for now.
Why, hello, Joshua. Tonight's party is hosted by Her Majesty in all her grace, so I do hope that you enjoy yourself.
Now everything's back to normal. It feels like all that happened that day was some sort of dream. It's certainly rather believe it was. Seeing castle gates fall, those scary people charging through was like a nightmare. I thought I was going to faint at the sight of it all.
Yep, alright.
Oh. You're always welcome back to the castle anytime. I'd be more than happy to help you get dolled up for the occasion too.
My boy Joshua got pretty boy problems. You know what I'm saying? Oh, never mind. I mean, it sorta is a pretty boy problem because you cosplaying as a girl.
I'm never wearing a maid outfit again, just so you know. Not this time. Never. Not wearing one. Not once.
Right. Next up, I need to give that guest there a drink. But what did I need to do after that?
Man, this is one hell of a party. I normally work as a chef over Scanthium Gate, but I was called over here to help. It's a real huge honor to be able to help out at an occasion this spectacular. I doubt I'll ever get an opportunity like this again. Kevin, I wasn't expecting you to be still in Libro. Oh, sup? You were invited too, huh? Makes sense. So, having fun? You better be. Take it from me.
If you don't make the most of times like these and eat your hearts out, you're gonna regret it later.
Thank you very much for all you did for me, Kevin. If you hadn't come to Liberal when you did,
Don't sweat it. Not like I did anything special. Glad to see all the side effects look about gone, too. You're looking spiffy these days, Joshua. So yeah, just forget about owing me or whatever. It's all in the past now.
I'm not sure if I should be asking this, but are you?
Joshua, I'm not gonna be in Liberal for much longer, so this might be the last time we meet for a while. But I hope you'll get the chance to see each other again one day.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Oh, that we do. We're gonna see each other soon. Trademark.
Greetings, Joshua. Done some fine work these past couple of weeks. The damage reports on the regions of Liberal you've been providing have proved invaluable in allocating personnel. I can't thank you enough.
Oh, you needn't thank me. By the way, Kurt, I feel like I need to say something regarding my Bracer badge. As you probably already know, what power I have was given to me by the society. Before becoming a Bracer, I used it to commit many unforgivable crimes too. No matter how much I think about it, I just can't see how someone like me is fit to call himself a Bracer.
You know, Joshua, I've always seen power as an imperfect concept. And that's why I believe people are able to use it. Am I wrong?
No, I suppose not.
Then what's the difference? Then what difference is there between us? We're both keenly aware of our flaws, and yet we both use the limited power we have to do what we believe to be right. I see no difference.
Well, I can't really argue with that logic.
I still can't pretend to be completely confident in myself, though.
Be that as it may, it's nothing to be ashamed of. You should simply continue striving to overcome it. And while this is but my personal opinion, I just say you're a model Bracer.
Oh, we model Bracer for sure.
It's good to see you again, Alan. I heard that you're here as a Bracer Guild's representative today. Is that true? Indeed. All of the other receptionists are busy, you see.
I was the only one able to attend.
That's too bad.
Isn't it, though?
This would have been a fine time for us to exchange information. But oh well, there's always tomorrow, as they say.
It was an honor to be able to put my skills to the test making tonight's many dishes. I do hope that they will be to your satisfaction. Please have your fill.
Oh, I'm plenty satisfied, alright.
Wow! I didn't see I didn't know Joseph was from the nobility. I always picture Erebonian nobles as being real stuffy and scary. But maybe there's are a few cute ones mixed in there.
After all that work we've been doing lately, it's great to be able to come up to a swanky place like this and put our feet up. The food's pretty good too. I swear, it's like watching two children squabble. That's great that we were peaceful again and all, but I think these two are taking things a little too easy.
Before we get into that steamy argument, we should talk to these two. Hey, Joshua.
I didn't expect to see you guys here. You were invited then.
Sure was. An invitation just showed up out of nowhere. You can imagine our surprise when we saw the thing. No way will we be turning down some high-class grub, though. So we hurried over.
That's very like you. Not gonna deny it. That aside, thanks to Her Majesty pardoning us, we're now free to walk around in the open. Feels like we should start thinking about how to make a good, honest living for ourselves.
That's not the first time you said that. Well, something's about wanting to start up a courier service, right?
Well, maybe. But that's not the only thing we could try out. Whatever we settle on, it should involve flying to the skies. That's how we live so far. I don't want to change now. And there goes the courier service.
Huh, I figured that to be the case. Looks like I'm the most fit to be at this party after all. Because I've been to plenty of the high society gathering wearing poofy dresses.
Hey, don't make it sound like I've never worn a dress before. Because I have, for your information. I just don't need to go around trying to convince everyone that I'm not a boy, unlike some people I could name.
Try saying I look like a boy again and see what happens.
Look, you two, I appreciate that you have your differences. But we're kinda in a real public, really high-class place here. So, could you take this fight somewhere else?
Shut up, Joshua.
Shut up.
Wow, sorry. Alright, is there anything else? Man, I don't know why it's so choppy right now.
Okay, I think that's about everyone now. There were a few people I didn't get to talk to though, so hopefully I can make another round of party later once they're free.
Oh, here we go. Come on, Dorothy. We're talking to the military guys next. Get a move on, woman. We haven't got all day.
Niall, I don't feel too good. My stomach feels like a giant bottle of water.
That's what happens when you drink too much in a short period of time, you idiot. But no, never mind that. We got work to do.
Okay.
Joshua? Kloe. Yeah, we're gonna talk to her yet. This door is about Kloe and Estelle, right? I mean, and Joshua, so should be something special, maybe.
Hey, Kloe, finally got a bit of a break, huh? It must be exhausting having to do one interview after another. Well, I suppose it is a little. Not too bad though. I had to do a lot more of them ever since becoming a crown princess, so I'm starting to get used to them. I can believe it. It feels like I've been seeing your face in all kinds of papers and magazines lately. I think anyone would learn to adjust after a while. Well, you say. I probably won't be too long before it starts to die down, so just hang in there. All you can really do is grin and bear it until then, unfortunately. Yes, I know. That's exactly what I intend to do too. I swore to myself that I would do all I could to help and protect this country's people. Accepting a few interviews here and there is the easy part. Well, if you say so. You really are strong. I'm not sure about that. I still feel as if I'm doubting myself a lot of the time. Just like I just have to keep going out of my comfort zone, feeling reckless with every push. Maybe so. Still, doesn't change the fact that you're strong. Not to me, anyway. I remember the strength that you showed trying to protect Clem when we first met too. Thank you.
Oh yeah, those. I'm surprised that the orphans are not here. They should have been invited, right? Or maybe I didn't get to talk to them. Is that what happened? They were here?
I nearly forgot about that. Maybe now would be the best time after all.
Oh damn! We getting juicy, boys. Are we doing it? Are you gonna do it?
Something on your mind, Kloe?
Here it comes.
Could I have a little of your time, Joshua? I've got something I want to say to you.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Sure, okay. This way then.
We going on the smooth ride now.
Is it just me, or does she seem kinda bothered by something? Where's Estelle right now, anyway?
Oh, those two are still at it. They're still eating.
I got stomachs to spare.
Oh, she's picking up her pace. This could get interesting.
Whose side are you on, anyway? I guess I can just leave her as she is for now. She seems pretty occupied. I should go and see what Kloe wants, though. Have I done something to make her angry, though? I don't feel like I have.
How dense is Joshua, I wonder? I mean, the guy's pretty smart, so... Alright, here we go, boys. Bring out your popcorns. We are going on this smooth ride. Up to 11.
So, Kloe, what was it that you wanted to tell me? Look, if I have done something to offend you, I'm sorry, alright? I love you, Joshua.
Oh, damn, son. She did it. I wonder how Joshua's gonna respond. I mean, he already has a star, right? What is this gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Is this gonna be a harem?
What? I'm sorry. I'm happy you feel that way, but... Don't worry. I knew exactly how you were going to respond before I said anything. I just felt like I had to get that out before I could really start moving on. The sky sure is beautiful tonight, isn't it? How long have you, felt that way? Say, Joshua, if you had met me before Estelle, do you think you could have, No. I'm pretty sure that never would have happened. Sorry.
Damn. He's honest, though. Straight to gutter. Straight to the gutter we go, boys.
I told you, don't worry. I can't deny that there's a part of me that wants to keep you all to myself. But even if that were possible, I don't think it would be that I truly wanted. Because when it comes down to it, I really love both of you and Estelle. That's partly why I wanted to see that troubled face of yours one last time. It was worth the effort to me. To bring out too. That was probably the best expression I've ever seen to date.
You can be kind of a bully sometimes, you know that?
Maybe. This feels like the most fun I've ever had in some time. So, what's on your mind, Joshua?
What?
I can easily tell you're worried about something. My instincts are quite sharp, so I did like to believe. Besides, I was watching you the whole time I was handling the interview earlier.
Damn, Kloe. She real thirsty for that.
Oh.
How exactly am I supposed to take that?
Still, you're hiding something, aren't you? Are you planning to do something all on your own again?
Is he really? He did say he's not gonna do the same thing again. I don't know.
Your instincts are sharp as always, alright. It still surprises me from time to time, too, but you're definitely up there.
Yeah, she's a very keen. She's very perceptive. Kloe is a lot more perceptive than Estelle. I think like females in general are a lot more perceptive than boys. But that's just a generalization, right? You know, there are people like in individual cases would beg to differ, but most of the time that's how it is.
Well, that's just how us girls are. So, come on. Tell me what's troubling you.
It's nothing that major, really. I intend to leave Liberal by the end of the month.
But why? The country is finally at peace now.
That's exactly why I think this is the right time. Ouroboros seems to have completely withdrawn from the country, and the restoration efforts are coming along smoothly. So maybe it's about time for me to leave on a journey of my own. It's taken me a long time to get to this far, but I've finally been able to start thinking of myself as a person, and not some kind of broken doll. I was finally able to achieve the very thing everyone wanted for me. That's been both a good thing and a bad thing. Good in that I finally feel human. Bad in that my heart's been aching in a way it never did before. Broken dolls can easily look away from all the troubled things they've done, but I can't do that anymore.
Oh.
That's why I need to go on this journey around the continent, so I can work towards atoning for all that I've done. So I can start embracing the person I now am, in the truest sense of the word.
I see. But if you do that, that means you won't be able to see Estelle for a while.
Yeah, I know. It might not even be for a while. It could be a long time. I'm still not sure how to break that to her, either. It's the part that's on my mind right now.
You still got a lot of growing up to do, young man.
Yeah, he has never been his own person, huh? He's always been just living for someone else, or in the shadow of someone else. So now that he got the opportunity to become his own person, it's a big change, you know. Like whenever there's a big change, there's always resistance to change. It's gonna take a while to adjust.
Huh? If you ask me, you should just tell her in a way that it comes most naturally to you. You don't have to write some big speech in your head in advance. Just speak to her from your heart. You believe in her, don't you? No matter how you phrase it, she'll understand. All you have to do is just get those words out there.
She's right though, she's right. Be honest.
You owe that much to her if you love her.
It's better to communicate, you know? Get it out of your body as well. If you leave things like lingering for a while, it just doesn't feel good.
Yeah, I do. I really am hopeless, aren't I? You shouldn't have to tell me something that obvious. You wouldn't be you if I didn't have to tell you. Plus, that kind of thing's part of why I love you too. Please, stop teasing me. Just remember, he'll be okay. If anyone knows, it's Estelle. Although, if you ask me, she'll...
Energetic voice. That must be Estelle, right?
Joshua, where are you? Oh, there you are. Look at these. They're Joseph's goggles. Yeah, I took them from her as spoils of war.
Well, victory at last. There we go. Spoils of war. She won.
I'm glad that you were having fun, Estelle. Make sure that you give those back to Joseph later, okay?
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Tune in to next week's issue to find out.
What? What is this? What is this fourth wall breaking?
Wait, hold on.
I didn't know Estelle was like that. She was literally breaking the fourth wall. Like talking to us, like literally. For real.
Kloe.
I suppose it's about time I return to the banquet now.
I think she knows. Because you know, girls are perceptive. She probably knows what the hell happened here.
You can have Joshua back now, Estelle.
Sure.
Hey, Kloe. So, I'm not sure how to best put this either, but... Thanks. I'm glad I was able to talk to you like this. Really, I am. Oh. You're very welcome. Well then, I wish you both a very pleasant night.
That was nice. We found out more about the characters.
The heck? So Joshua, what did you two, talk about?
Oh, nothing much. She just gave me a little bit of much needed motivation.
That's a good way of phrasing it.
Oh, really? That sure clears things up.
But we all know that she knows what the hell happened here.
It's been 5 years and Estelle has believed in me for every single one. And I believe in her too.
No, it doesn't. What motivation?
Estelle, I've got something I need to tell you.
I'm all ears. What's up?
Well, you see...
Oh. Wow, fireworks. They're so pretty. There's so many of them too.
Damn, Damn, son, we in the romance, boys, now. We in it. We in it for good. You see, Estelle. And then, what did he say? And that's it. Science story banquet. That was pretty neat. I was not expecting that. You know, like, to be honest, I've been pretty disinterested with how everything's going with this game. Lots of things feels like filler content so far for the third story in comparison to what happened to the first and the second game. So having more fleshed out characters and character development is what I wanted to see in this game, and this side story actually brought that to me. So I'm pretty happy about that. I hope we see more of those kind of things in side stories, and hopefully in the main story too. And you get lunch, and you get 3,500 Mira. Nice.